What's going on, guys? Connor Wells here. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. Hope you're all doing safe and well. It's been a year. This is gonna be my last video of 2020. It's been quite a journey. It's been an absolute journey. It's been an interesting year. It's been a year I don't think any of us in any point of our lifetime will forget. I know as much as we probably want to forget this year, I think it's going to be very, very difficult to actually forget everything that's happened this year. But we learn from what's happened, we progress, we learn, we adapt, we overcome. So someone the other day in the comment section, big love to Joey for putting this comment, he asked me to talk about and make a video about sort of the process of me leaving my job. So before I was doing photography, videography and editing, podcast production and all that sort of stuff, I was actually working in a nursery. I was a nursery teacher and that was my job. It was a rewarding job, it was a fulfilling job, but ultimately it's not really what I wanted to be doing as my career. So this sort of thing, along with playing music, singing songs every evening, was my side hustle. And I got to a point where I didn't want this to be a side hustle anymore. I wanted this to be, my main thing. So I was moving out of side hustle season to, slowly progress to make this my full-time job. And back in March, the day before lockdown, here in the UK, I quit my job and I decided to make this my full-time job. But obviously, for a lot of people, money is a concern, bills and everything, and actually making sure it's sustainable is a real worry for people. And it was a real worry for me. I've got bills to pay. I'm getting married next year, so, I've got to make sure I can actually afford to get married. There are quite a few things to take into account when you decide to become your own boss. And it was probably the most scary decision I've ever made in my life. But it was also, I believe, judging by the year I've had, the best decision I've ever had in my life. But that leads to the question of, how did I get here? How was I actually able to leave my job? Now I'm going to give a few bits of advice when it comes to that, because it, at the end of the day, is a very, very scary thing to do. It's a big, huge risk to do that, because you have no idea whether the business you're starting up and going into is actually sustainable, whether you can actually do that as a full-time thing. So I pride myself on working incredibly hard. If there's any changes need to be done to an edit, I will do it. If there's some more footage that needs to be shot for a particular client video, I will happily go back to the location and do it. I pride myself on hard work and working hard. And I think hard work is one aspect of how I became my own boss. But I also think luck is a very, very big element of it. And I'm going to dive into that a little bit, because when I was sort of really in that mindset of wanting to become my own boss, wanting to do all of this as a full-time gig, I was scrolling through Facebook. I was about to post like some recent photos that I'd taken on my business page, and just put a post out, be like, right, does anyone need a photo shoot? I'm available this date, and this date. Hit me up, let me know in the comments and all that stuff. And I was literally about to post that when my wonderful, incredibly supportive mum tagged me in a post. And this guy was actually looking for a podcast editor. So I messaged, I edited a couple of podcasts, and then my mum actually explained who this guy was. And many, many, many years ago, sorry to make you feel old, mum, if you're watching this, but many, many years ago, my mum actually hired this guy. And then he took her job to go and have me, give birth to me. So really, really small world. And this guy had become one of my main clients. We're now partnering up, and that's a really, really exciting prospect. It's going to be a really, really exciting 2021 and many, many years after that. But that really was a lucky moment, because he became sort of my third sort of main client. He's now no longer a client. We're sort of like joining up, we're partnering up on this thing called the Purposeful Project. I'll leave a link in the description below. But it's all about sort of communications, building your network, and that little tiny bit of luck. It's not all hard work. I wish it was, but if that lucky moment and lucky break hadn't come along, I probably would still, maybe be still employed, still working at where I was. Another aspect of it is constantly promoting yourself. I think a lot of people are actually afraid to promote themselves. I have no shame in, sharing the videos that I've worked on, sharing the videos that I've made for myself, sharing photos that I've taken and edited for someone on a photo shoot. I pride myself. If I am really proud of what I've done, what I've achieved, what I've edited, what I've created, then I will share it to the ends of the earth, because countless times me sharing the stuff that I've worked on has actually got me more work. Social media and networking side of things has been absolutely crucial to my job and me progressing to become my own boss. So if you're in a similar position to where I was back in sort of February and March, don't underestimate the power of social media, because I would say I get 75% of my bookings, my client work, through social media, through my website, connorwells.com, check it out, through my portfolio. Having a good portfolio is an incredible tool, because if you've got a ton of work, a ton of photos, and it's just sitting on hard drives or in your cloud storage, no one's going to see that. So it's incredibly important to actually showcase your work. So getting back into 2020, I had a huge amount of plans for this year. I had plans to travel quite a bit, and obviously with everything that went on, and it's still going on this year, those plans sort of got scuppered a little bit. So 2020 I think is going to be an incredibly exciting year for me and for a lot of people. It's hopefully going to be some sort of returning back to normal. I hope. I really do hope, because this year has been an absolute nightmare. But I've powered through this year. I've tried to stay strong during tough times. It's made filming and doing photo shoots very difficult. Working from home was quite difficult as well, particularly with my wonderful fiance being at home as well. I had to really discipline myself and make sure that I wasn't just sort of messing around at home. I was actually doing work, because we went into lockdown literally the day after I left my job. So I had to really sort of, I cringe at the word a little bit, but I had to really hustle and grind to make sure I was doing work and delivering work and showcasing my work, because that really sort of drove me to carry on being my own boss. Very hopeful that 2021 is going to be a really exciting year. I'm praying that it's going to be a better year than 2020. I've got a lot of plans for this channel, for my job, and for all of this sort of thing. I'm hoping to upgrade my camera gear, really hope to scale my business. I plan in sort of Q1, the early start of the year, to hire somebody. I'd never in a million years thought I'd be hiring someone, but yes, I will be hiring an editor, because I'm taking on so much work now that I can't actually edit it all, and hopefully someone who can film as well, because there's going to be some big shoots next year, and it'll be nice to sort of have an actual team working around sort of the Connor Wells channel, which will be nice. It's hopefully going to be a really exciting year. I hope for you wonderful lot at home, 2020 hasn't been too bad for you. If it has, I'm really sorry to hear that. Let me know in the comments below. I always reply, because you take the time to watch my videos, so I take the time to reply to your comments. It's only fair. But an honest and sincere thank you to everybody who's watched my videos this year. I have changed my content up pretty much halfway through the year, from just sort of doing music related content to really nailing down on content towards about my business. Yes, music and reaction content was bringing in a hell of a lot of views, but at the end of the day, I always said it's not about the views, it's about making something that's purposeful and something that I'm proud of. And these videos, the last few months, I've been really proud of. So yeah, I think the channel will take a little bit of time to get those views back up again, since I've completely switched my content, but I'm okay with that, because I'm making stuff that I'm enjoying, and for a select few, I know I'm making stuff that you guys are enjoying. This has been a little bit of a ramble, but thank you very much for supporting the channel. Thank you very much for watching my videos, liking my photos. Thank you to everybody who bought my preset pack. I released this year my first ever Lightroom preset pack, and I am so pleased with how it's gone. I am, really excited to share more as well. I hope you all have a fantastic Christmas. I know this Christmas is going to be really weird here in the UK, but I hope you have as good as a Christmas as you can. I hope you have a fantastic new year, and I will see you all in 2021. Peace.